Hello. Good afternoon, everybody. This is John Michael Boudelet. I will be doing another presentation. This one's going to be on the third secret of Fatima. It's going to be the same picture of Our Lady of Fatima in the city of Fatima with the three shepherd children. One of them's Lucia, the other one's Jacinta is the other little girl, and Francisco Marto is the little boy. These cards here, Our Lady of Fatima card tells you the whole story of what happened in 1917. Along with that comes the rosary. You can pray the rosary, the beads, the Our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. The Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee, blessed art thou amongst women, and the glory be to the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. This is the rosary that you pray, and I'm going to go ahead and get started with this presentation. It says the third secret of Fatima was revealed by the Vatican in 2000 and describes a vision of a bishop in white, interpreted as Pope John Paul II and other religious figures being led up a mountain where they are killed by soldiers. This vision, seen by the three shepherd children in 1917, is interpreted a prophecy of the persecution of the church and Pope John Paul II in 1981, and has also been linked to the suffering of the church in the 20th century. The bishop in white depicts a vision dressed in white who symbolizes the Pope as he walks through a ruined city full of corpses towards a mountain. The mountain and the cross reaching the top of the mountain, the bishop in white is killed by soldiers who fire bullets and arrows at him. Martyrdom of others following the death of the bishop. Other priests, bishops, lay people also die, with angels collecting their blood to sprinkle on the souls making their way to God. A Catholic prophetic vision experienced by three Portuguese shepherd children in 1917. A vision of Christian suffering. The Vatican has described the secret as a prophetic vision of the 20th century persecution of the church under Nazism and communism, and of Christian suffering and martyrdom in general. Yes, Nazism actively persecuted the Christian church in the 20th century, viewing it as a competitor for Nazi ideology. This persecution included suppressing churches' activities, closing religious schools and organizations, confiscating property, and imprisoning or murdering clergy. The regime's hostile intent towards Christianity was documented at the Nuremberg trials and in other evidence collected by investigators. Systematic destruction of Catholicism in Poland. During the occupation of Poland, the Nazis destroyed churches and monasteries and murdered thousands of Polish clergy as part of a broader plan to extradite Polish culture. Conspiracy to eliminate Christianity. Prosecutors at Nuremberg trials presented evidence that Hitler and his inner circle engaged in a criminal conspiracy to eliminate the Catholic churches. The Roman Catholic Church suffered persecution in Nazi Germany. In 1933, an agreement sought to protect the rights of the Catholics, but the Nazis routinely violated the terms. Nuremberg trials were held by the Allies against representatives of the defeated Nazi Germany for plotting and carrying out invasions of other countries across Europe and committing atrocities against their citizens in World War II. War crimes by persecuting leading Nazis for war crimes and crimes against humanity. The trials created a crucial legal standard for holding individuals accountable for their international offenses, even when specific treaties were absent. At the end of World War II, victorious Allied powers, the United States, Great Britain, France, and the Soviet Union, divided Germany and its capital, Berlin, into 4 occupation zones. Soviet troops occupied the eastern part of the city, called East Berlin, while the American, British, and the French forces occupied the western part, which became West Berlin in 1945. Yes, the Soviet Union attacked Poland along with Germans on September 17, 1939, which is sometimes referred to as Russia. Germans' invasion from the west, Russia from the east at the start of World War II. Russia and Germany had a pact and cooperating together. And then Germany launched a surprise attack on Russia in 1941. 1942, the alliance between the US and the USSR, which is Russia and Great Britain, known as the Big Three, they cooperated out of necessity to defeat the Nazi Germany. Yes, Pope John Paul delivered an important speech in Warsaw, Poland on June 1979. During his first visit to his native country, Pope John Paul II is Polish. His address encouraged the Polish people to maintain faith and hope in the midst of oppression and was a pivotal moment